Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Oh, and I, Father, who art in Zion, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thine will be done on earth as it is in Zion. Give I and I this day, I and I daily bread, and forgive I and I trespasses, as I and I forget them who trespass against I and I. Lead I and I not to no temptation, but deliver I and I from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, for ever and ever. Jah. The Lord is our shepherd, me never go on. Him make it I like dump on green pastures. Him let it I beside still water them. Him restaurate me soul. Him let it I not a part of righteousness for him name's sake. Yay! Though I Rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Me can never fear no Babylon. For thou art with ire, thy rod and thy staff them comforted ire. Who prepare a table before I, in the presence of our enemy them. Who anointed I head with no oil. Me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of my life. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God Jah. His foundation is in the holy mountain. The Lord God Jah, love the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob. Glorious things are spoken of thee, O city of Jasil. I'll make mention of Rahab and Babylon to them that know I. Behold, Philistia and Tyre with Ethiopia. This man was born there, Selah, as well as the singer man them, and the player man them, and instrument them. All of them I go there. And I'll spring them I go there to Jah. Baba Janai I Sata Sata Ruba I have Ethiopia Tanaka Oh Lekaya Shukulata of Ethiopia who liquor light by day and liquor darkness by night. What Jah take away from the wise and the prudent, him refuse to little behave and the suckling. Not even the dog we are pace upon the wall. So Babylon ever I go escape judgment in this time where twos and threes meet in the name of the most. I Jah there so Jah there. If Jah never build up your house, the builder I go build it in vain. Same way if Jah never watch upon your house, the watchman I go watch it in vain. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and them is safe. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. I give thanks and I says unto your name, King of kings, elder of lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Amasa Yahuda, Amasa the good stone, the Guste, Daniel Komaya Sataya. I man pio every day. Kadamawe Gromabe Atela Igzag Beer Tala Istalina Bashante Shante Kadamawe Gromabe Atela Yeah, my respect once and once, respect picking and daughter, and every living till we dwell upon the surface of this earth. Yes, my name Blakk Rasta. I am your master Rasta blast out a thing called a Heb and Blend, running from now till the top of the Iowa tree. When I man set you free like a bird from out of the cage upon a tree. I will give thanks and I says unto that name that is greater than every other name. I would mention of that name. Every knee of a bow in shame. This is the Heb and Blend. And my name Blakk Rasta, your master Rasta blaster. I will give thanks and I says unto the name. This is the show you've been waiting for, and I'm more excited to be with you, man. Trust me. Now today is Friday, the 20th day of February 2026. Oh yes. And we have already expended 51 days in the new year. We are left with just about 314 days more, and it will soon come like a fleeting illusion. Make a date and don't be late. This is the EF week and the EF Thursday of the year. Today is celebrated around the world as World Day of Social Justice. Now on the 26th of November 2007, the General Assembly declared that starting from the 60 third session of the General Assembly, 20th February, will be celebrated annually as the World Day of Social Justice. Now, the International Labour Organization, ILO, unanimously adopted the ILO Declaration on Social Justice for a Fair Globalization on the 10th of June 2008. Now, proposal to advance social justice include improving inclusive and effective governance of work, ensuring employment opportunities and lifelong learning, reforming institutions for fairer labor market outcomes, and extending social protections across people's lifetimes. Oh yes. Now, World Day of Social Justice reminds us each year of the need to build fairer, more equitable societies. It's all about being fair to each other. If all of us will be fair to each other and see each other as one same people, oh gosh, the way my brother feels is the same way I feel when certain things are applied. Oh gosh, if we all have that kind of feeling, the world will be a better place. There will not be any injustice. Everything will just be fair. But my brother, my sister, today is also no politics day, you understand? So we not attack no politics, man. Everything is just what it is. Yo, my brother, my sister, in a world of never-ending political drama, put down the news, turn off the debates, and bask in the freedom of a politics-free existence. If there's one day meant to have a break from all sorts of political discussions or talks about elections, then that day is February 20, known as No Politics Day. This occasion is meant to unite people with opposing views, getting them together to celebrate and have fun while setting political differences aside. Today is World No Politics Day. Today is also International Lego Classism Day. Oh gosh. And oh gosh, what are we talking about? Now, crafting with Lego pieces breathes life into historical epochs, enabling miniature portrayals of ancient civilizations and events. Now, while Lego, L-E-G-O, is certainly fun and exciting to play with, many people don't realize that they can also be an incredibly important learning tool about the ancient world. Now, International Lego Classism Day brings these bricks together with ancient history in a fascinating way. Oh gosh, this is what it is. And my name is certainly Blakk Rasta, Ghana's #1. Now let me walk you through the 2.5 hours of this great journey of Pan-Africanism and consciousness. We're going to hit you with some hard-hitting reggae music, starting with some wicked Naya Bingi, my brother, my sister, to open up the heavens and pour some blessings on your life. Now, if you're a wicked man, you can't get these blessings, man. You must go wash yourself of all the wickedness, man, and stand tall and strong in the face of the Most High Jah. Remember, say Jah tell you already, say, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High Jah shall therein abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And remember what Jesus Christus tell you long time ago. Say there are 2 commandments now out of the 10 commandments. Number 1, know that there is no God but your God. Oh my God, have mercy. Believe in him and uphold him in high esteem. Lord God, have mercy. And 2, love your neighbor as yourself. Now, if you love your neighbor as yourself, you now go steal from him. You now go thief him. And if you love your neighbor as yourself, man, trust me, man, everything will be all right in the face of the earth and even beyond. My brother, my sister, that is the golden rule. Love your neighbor as yourself. Lord God, have mercy. It is what it is. If you know how the pangs of hunger feel, you will not intentionally blow out the food from out of the mouth of our next brethren. And same way, my brother, you know how hard it is to look for a job. If your brother has a job, you now go get him out of the job there, all because of personal whims and caprices, underpinnings and shenanigans. My brother, my sister, it is what it is. This is the Urban Blend. Right after that, my brother, my sister, oh, we will be talking to my very good brethren. Oh my God, have mercy, the gentle rebel. One Ochiami Kwame will be in the house, and this version is going to be very special. Oh yes, the philosophies of Ochiami Kwame. He's a man so many people respect. He's a man who has led the youth from wherever to whatever and to wherever. My brother, my sister, he's going to be telling us his journey. Oh my God, from archaeology all the way through zoology. My brother, my sister, Ochiami Kwame will be in the house. He's a renowned musician. Oh, the rap doctor, he calls himself. He started up by becoming one of the members of the group, the duo actually, called the Achiami. Somewhere along the line, he broke out and decided to go solo for reasons he has not shied away from that time till now. He has become a shining light, my brother, my sister. And whenever he raps, you wonder if he invented rap. Now he's more into singing. Lord God have mercy. And when he does the singing, my brother, my sister, you can't draw a thin line. It looks like the man is so talented. He is a role model to many people. Recently, he's been pushing veganism and even more. Oh my God, and the blue tea. My God have mercy. How the blue tea is very strong, especially if you need more power in the bedroom. My brother, my sister, Ochiame Kwame is my guest today at exactly 2 p.m. on the dot. I will be talking philosophy. Oh my God, today is World No Politics Day. So we're going to adhere to that and make it happen just like that. More music and of course, more beautiful philosophical talk. My name Blakk Rasta. 3 o'clock on the dot, we say bye-bye to you. At this point, let me just say thank you so much to my indomitable lions on duty. My chief technician is one Bob Franklin, alongside his able assistant, one Richard J. Anan, a.k.a. Ekekeme. Love and respect to the man, Coach Just Solution. Pick up man like Ike, Steven, Della, James, alongside Boss, Seth, Agbayiza. And I want to say thank you so much to one Etonam who is doing my socials for today, and as usual, the Afro King. My brother, my sister, I want to say thank you so much to my producer, one Lord Asori Batanda, and of course the hydra-headed beast, ugly in nature, drinking only seawater and walking barefoot in absentia. This is my producer, one Caleb Nebo. And good afternoon to you. Mr. Doku, Francis Doku, wherever you find yourself, big up your status. And my name Blakk Rasta. Let's get ready to rumble. My thief, Mr. President, you coming like a savior. But you a thief, you know say you a thief. Thief president, why you thieving so? Thief man, why you thief so? The people they must suffer, but you don't care so. Thief man, why you thief so? This is Mr. Traitor, Mr. President, master of sleeping, Mr. Sleepy. This is Mr. Traitor, Mr. President, master of sleeping, Mr. Sleepy. Quality piece of music by all standards, and this one is coming from out of the camp of Blakk Rasta. And this one is a thing called Thief President, taken from out of the album Salaga Soldier. And my girls is in the house, clutching a bottle of mineral water. He's dressing in a black and white knitted suit. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, Chiami Kwame, the gentle rebel is in the house. Reggae music to the bongo clippings. I am more than just excited. It's going to be an interesting conversation. Oh, Chiami Kwame in the house. Am I not more than excited? Oh my God, have mercy. I am excited. Oh, Chiami Kwame in the house. The president, you coming like a savior. I've been looking forward to this interview, my brother, my sister, all this while. The president, Kwame Siapa in the house. If man, why a thief so? In April on the 17th, don't care so. He will climb up to the 5th floor with pride, in pomp and pageantry. Oh my God, have mercy. He will be greeting 50. I see the youth. The gentle rebel is in the house. Every way. The best rapper alive. With him just belly full. Him and the family they no suffer. Oh, Bravo is still waiting for that street challenge. The rap battle. Is he still the best rapper alive? Oh, he is something else, my brother, my sister. I check with the time. It's exactly 2 o'clock on the dot. And I promised you that 2 o'clock on the dot, we will deal in with it the very hard way. No holes barred. Whose ox gets gnawed will be gnawed. They bow before him and call him Your Excellency, the best rapper alive. Where is Snoop? Where is Dr. Dre? If Dr. Dre, if Snoop Dogg, Eminem, and all those ones pay obeisance to him, pay homage to him, and call him His Excellency, the best rapper alive. Oh, bravo. Today I'm on your case. Who bet the best rapper alive. The one who broke Ochami Kofi's heart in 2004. And decided to go solo. Is it 2004 or 2014 when he broke his heart? Oh my God, have mercy. And decided that enough was enough. He was going to be on his own. I'm going through the dossier and he said, heavy one. Oh my God, have mercy. From Konsong all the way through to Apampuf. Oh my God. And which way, my name Blakk Rasta. Enough is in the north. My brother, my sister, Ochiami Kwame is in the house.
Big bro.
My brother, how are you doing?
I'm doing great by the grace of Ochediampon, the ancestors and my parents.
You know, anytime I meet you, I am overly excited.
Me too, man.
So forgive the excitement, you know. Sometimes the
too.
adrenaline is just too much.
Me too.
You know. Okay, so you studied music under Ejako Nimo. He taught you classical guitar?
Yes, please.
So you can play the guitar?
A little bit, but I only play in the darkness. I don't play in public. But yes, so I studied under Ejako Nimo for 2 years at KNUST in the African Studies Department. So he didn't only teach me guitar, he taught us applied guitar,
Okay.
the philosophy of African music,
Okay.
rudiments of high life music, and I think philosophy of African music.
Interesting.
Yes.
Now, you went to the university to study tree. Were you looking for an easy way out?
No.
And sociology?
Not at all. So when I was going to the university, I was 30 years old. So I was old enough to pick what I needed. And since my core work was rapping in Chi, I think that the most important thing for me to know was to learn about the Akan language.
Okay.
And I was going to study the Akan language, but I didn't get that. I got the Akan language plus the Akan philosophy, the Akan culture, the history of the Akan people. You know, so for the 4 years and all the universities that I've gone to and all the degrees that I've gone ahead to get, I think studying Akan has opened my heart and opened my mind to let me understand my heritage and let me understand my identity as who I am. You know, so I wasn't looking for the easy way. I was looking to understand myself and understand what I was doing for my career.
Is it true that when you were studying at Canada University, you were alone? No other person was interested in the subject?
Oh, no, we were about 20 something or 30.
Oh,
but
okay.
when we were going to lectures, some of the social science students were laughing. Say, I can't for neighbor. They used to laugh at us.
This is 3FM.
They used to laugh at us. So because of that, I mean, every year, including this year, every year the students who are going to study linguistics, especially at Legon, every year I'm invited to come and tell the first year students of how important what they are going to do is. So even this year, I think on the 28th or 26th, I'll be joining the first year linguistics and languages students on Zoom to let them understand that the ability that the first way that wisdom is expressed is through language before action.
Interesting.
So if someone gives you the tools of being able to learn how to speak, that person is giving you a head start in life.
Yes, he is. He is actually giving you a big head start in life. Oh my God. Kwame Insia Appel is
Big
my
bro.
guest. I'm sure you were giving those names as Samuel, Mensa, John and all that. Which one did you get?
No, my father studied in Italy.
Okay.
And when he said that halfway through his education in Rome, he went to his friend's house, and his friend's son, who was like 12, asked him, "What's your name?" And he said, "My name is Charles." Then the boy said, "No, your name is not Charles. What is your name?" And so it gave him a certain awakening. So when he came back, he changed his name from Charles Nyantechi to Kwesi Insiabota. And because of that, none of his children got anglicized names.
This is 3FM.
What a man, wherever he is. Oh my God, I'm
Yes.
blessed. Where do you think your father is now?
My father is dead.
So where is he?
He's at Eija in a cemetery.
Wow.
Yes, I think that is where I know him he to be. But after he died, I used to have dreams about him constantly.
Wow.
And one of the dreams that stood out, I used to have two vivid dreams about him. One of the dreams that stood out was that I would walk on a savannah land and I will go to a place where there's one house and he was there by himself. And then when I go, he'll be very excited. He has a cat with him. And whenever I'm leaving, when it's dawn and I'm leaving, he will cry and say, "Are you leaving me here by myself?"
Wow.
Yes. So those are some of the dreams. So in my dream, he's probably somewhere alone, but the place that I know him to be is at Eija Cemetery.
You believe in life after death then?
Believe is a big word. Believe is a big word for me. There could be life after death because almost all civilized cultures boast of life after death. There's the Christian heaven, there's the Jannah in Islam, there's in Samado in Ashanti, in
Right.
Akan, you know, there's. However, I don't know. I think I want to be humble enough to say that I have heard stories, I have read scriptures, but my position is that I do not know. That is my honest position. I don't know. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't, but I don't know.
So this dream that you kept having, oh, you've left me at a lonely place and all that, what do you think it means to you?
I think that I think it is transferred epitaph in literature. I was the one who was lonely. So I was seeing
This is
myself
3FM.
as my dad,
Yes.
lost in a lonely place, and I am rather telling my father that he has left me lonely.
Okay.
Because when he died, I was in America and I didn't have any relative except an uncle who lived in Jersey, and I was in New York, and I used to cry because I felt alone. So it was I who was lonely. I remember in one of our account classes, one of our professors brought a poem and asked us to appreciate. He says, so it's like Krocha Mansa is in the grass and the grass is shaking. No, it is the person looking at the Krocha Mansa who is shaking. The grass is not.
This is 3FM.
Kwame Insia Ampel is my
Yes.
guest, and we're having a beautiful conversation. The best rapper alive. Now,
That's
tell
true.
me, you were dyslexic
Yes.
when you were in school. Many people never knew this.
Yes.
You were actually dyslexic?
Yes. I am still dyslexic.
Are you
That's-
sure?
Yes, 100%. That's why I keep going to school.
What exactly is this dyslexia that you're talking about?
Dyslexia is I want to say it's a brain superpower that allows, depending on how you look at it. When I was a kid, I thought it was a disadvantage, but now I see it as an advantage. That allows a brain to see things differently from the way other people see it.
Okay.
And with that blessing comes a curse, which is inability to spell, inability to write things that your mouth can articulate. So when it happens to you like that in writing and in literature or in ability to write, then you are dyslexic. But if it is that inability to add and multiply, then it's called dyscalculia. I also had that one too. So it is a learning difficulty. If you are teaching all human beings to learn the same way,
This is 3FM.
you know, then the ones who are neurodivergent, our brains are different from regular brains, might not be able to join the other kids learning A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and therefore we say that they are stupid. And sometimes the psychologists will say that no, they have a different type of brain. They must be taught differently with pictures and images and storytelling and things like that. Therefore, that is dyslexia.
How did you overcome this, at least to some extent?
So what I did was that when I finished my O levels, so I was going through school, failing. So at a point, my father was very sharp, as I've already said, but he was very disappointed, especially when I went to secondary school. And so in class of maybe 58, I'll come 57. And you know how they will hoot at you, wabong. And then the lecturers used to say, no, Kwame Nsia is not dumb. He just doesn't sit down to learn. But that wasn't I wanted to make my father proud. I just couldn't do it. When I completed my O levels, I got 9 in everything except in Akan, which I had 2. Yes, I got 9 in everything.
Wow.
Yeah, everything, accounting, commerce, everything, I got 9. Except in Akan, which I had 2. And
English 9.
yes, English, I would have gotten better, but there was in the comprehension, there was the word kukrubite, and I'd never come to Accra before, so I read it as kukrubite.
Wow.
And so it felt more like
A bite from a cockroach.
it felt more
This is
like an
3FM.
adjective or something instead of a noun. So I
Okay.
didn't understand the whole comprehension.
Oh my
and
God.
then that failed me. I remember clearly. And so that one is also linked to my inability to read.
Why, you couldn't see that the K at the beginning was a capital K?
See,
An adjective doesn't begin with a capital letter.
exactly. So that is what dyslexia does to you.
Okay.
Sometimes when you are reading
This
stuff,
is
especially
3
under pressure,
FM.
you see that the letters are flying at you.
Yeah.
You are a smart guy, so you might not know. So you see that the letters are flying at you. And so if you don't calm down to look at it properly, you will not be able to understand. You know, so that's what happened to me, and I got 9-2 English. So when I gave my results to my dad and my mom, he cried. I remember he started crying uncontrollably. He said, my son, me pa, me ba, me pa, me ba.
Wow.
You know, so I spoke to my mother. I said I was going to go for Second World War, and she understood. And so in our neighborhood was a young man called Lord Marcus. Kwesi Baku knows Lord Marcus.
The guy who taught you rap.
Exactly. So I went to Lord Marcus. He was the coolest guy. He had finished A levels. And then I said, teach me how to rap. And he said, bring your results. I said, oh, this thing is following me here too. Wow. So when he saw my results, I said, Abonde into rap. You know, rap is by Kumo D, Randy MC. At that time, KRS-One. These guys are philosophers.
Yes.
You know, Rakim. These guys are philosophers. So say if you are going to rap, then you need to increase your level of knowledge. And so if you insist I should teach you, then every week you must read one storybook.
Wow.
And so he would teach me metaphor and give it to me and say, go and read a book and underline all the metaphors.
Wow.
And then the next week, oxymoron, alliterations, this one. So by the time I had done my first World War, Lord Marcus had introduced me to my fear, which is of reading and writing so much that I had a certain level of control. Right? It was Lord Marcus who helped me assuage the fear of being afraid of words.
What a teacher.
Yes.
Lord Marcus, wherever you find yourself, big up yourself. He's still alive, right?
Yes, Lord Marcus is alive. He
Lord Marcus.
He lives in America. He
my.
teaches in a secondary school.
Oh, mine.
Yes.
Let me test your knowledge of tree. Please recite the alphabets from beginning to the end. Tree.
A, B, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, R, M, N, N, O, O, P, G, R, S, T, U, W, Y.
This is 3FM.
Oh, Cherry Kwame.
Yes! Big bro, big bro.
Oh, my God. And we are having fun.
Yes.
Oh, so that was how you were able to fight dyslexia, right?
Exactly. So it's because of dyslexia I still keep on going to school. I have decided to, because you know the only way you can defeat your fear is to consistently face it. So I've committed myself to a lifelong learning. And so at every time that you know me, I am a student. So I am a student. I was a student last year. Next year I'll be a student until the day I die.
I think I am somebody who is inspired by this. Thank you so much. Kwame Insia Apple. Now let us go into this, a little bit of this, a little bit of it. There's an Indian movie that deals with this, dyslexia thing. I don't know. Have you seen it yet?
No.
Oh my God, you need to see it. You need to see the Indian movie. I'm going to try and get the title of this Indian movie so that, what's the title? My Stars at what? Like stars on earth.
Wow.
Almost everybody has seen it except Ochami Kwame. Please, this is a movie that deals with dyslexia. It is very important that you see it.
I'll see it.
I've shown it to my children, and I keep seeing it every now and then wherever I go. But it's not about like stars on earth. We're going to be dealing with this real star in the studio.
This is 3FM.
Are you still the best rapper alive?
I think so. I think so. I think I'm the best rapper alive. But I just don't say it now.
This is 3FM.
I just don't tell anybody, but I think per the amount of knowledge I have and the amount of rap that I put out and the quality of its linguistic feature and its ability to be seen as intellectual tests, good enough for university lecturing. I think I am still the best rapper alive.
In fact, I know you are the best rapper alive. Because when I listen to your rap and how you put melody and rhythm together, most of the time rap is all about rhythm.
It's true.
But I hear melody. I mean, there's a song that you did, a collaboration with Akitichi called Sisio Obano.
Yes.
And when I look at how you rapped in that thing, the melody plus the rhythm, and moving from one pattern of rhythm and melody to the next part, my God, is just. Do you remember that rap?
Yes, I remember 100%.
How do you remember all these things that you do, including collaborations, and I don't?
Because you are not written down.
Maybe I'm dyslexic.
This is 3FM.
As long as it is not, as long as it's oral, you know, I have a very Africanized mind. As long as, so let me sing it to you.
Try.
Where the dance say, when na nebewu, wa manatia say, enya dia uja ni mu. O de na chia o na mfufuo nyina se na ye hu keke. Eba ne sen na de na ye punching bag na pu pum pum. Ow. Where the dance say, when na nebewu. Wedding hu komo bebrebe se na enken o de na chia o na mfufuo nyina se na ye hu keke. Eba ne sen na de na punching bag na pu pum pum. Ow. Upia na sound me shodo weja janka wa ye mobo wadane janka wa ye mobo wan koke kan konim se wo hye ho wako kan se pass se na ye nkomo emre bi be ba tachi aba be bo banti hwe sakra o say oba de oba fris oba ba sumdua ba Oba ne wuwa so yo mama na soba tawechia enchenwa yo mama enti oba do wa do ni bi mani nye kama
enti si oba no
ye na kuma so ade manu mani hunu se woni na kuma mu hima fa obuo mano mani nti ase se odo no nko yen Sarah no bema wedi adie no. There's a story to this song, right?
Yeah. I'm going to be taking that story pretty soon.
Okay.
Pretty soon.
Okay.
types of rap in one verse. Oh, what a rapper! Is he not the best rapper alive? Or Chiame Kwame?
Yes.
Tell me the story behind the song.
So when Aketeche brought the song, Morris was producing it, and they said, "Oh, Chiame Kwame is the best person to feature on."
Oh,
the song.
Morris Babyface.
Yes. So they brought the rap, and the chorus said, Yenisara Obema wedi adie.
Ah, that's my favorite portion of the rap.
Obema wedi adie.
Yenisara Obema wedi adie. No.
Then I said that if they don't take off the no, I won't feature.
Oh, okay.
So Morris took off all the no, because if it said Obama wedi adie,
Adie.
it is ambiguous, it's abstract, and you can make meaning of it.
Okay.
But immediately you add the no, then you have qualified it to make it sexual.
Oh,
so
really?
I wanted the meaning to be bigger.
Adie no be na koko and I said
Obama wedi adie no, adie
no.
bang. But
Adie
Obama
no.
wedi adie means
Adie.
you become a royal.
Ah, oh.
Exactly. So the deletion of the no just
Okay.
changed the meaning from a sexual connotation and made it royal.
Oh, you didn't want the sexual connotation?
No.
Why?
Because at that time, my idea of what was moral also involved not putting sexually explicit lyrics in pop culture. Today, I think differently.
Okay.
But at that time, I thought that sexually explicit lyrics in pop culture was wrong. Yes.
Okay.
That's why.
Also, they deleted all the no from it.
Yes.
They certainly wanted you on that piece.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yes. That's
But the no found itself back into the rap.
No, I didn't add the no, but it's that when it plays, you add it. Because I wanted, sometimes in creativity, you need to give the audience the opportunity to add and subtract so that they can see themselves in the art form.
Yeah.
So it is you who adds the no.
No, but it's in the song though.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. the Hausa people say Gahuta Ganama. All right, so let's listen to it a little bit. And
If we can hear the no, okay.
Yeah. I didn't hear the no inside though. Oh my God.
It is your mind. It's your
Oh, my bad mind. No. My God. So how come I've been tricked all this while to think that there was no inside?
It is because Obano, Nakuma dear man, no. Mani huni say, aha. So there no come so many times that your brain tricks you that it is part of it.
And you obey my word, dear. No. Oh, Chiame Kwame in the
Big bro. Big
and we
bro.
are having a very beautiful conversation. Okay. Now, rap is still on.
Yes,
You are still doing music. I hate to use the word steal.
I know.
In fact, I hate to use that word steal. Tell me, in your musical journey, which has been your peak so far?
But I think that I've had 3 major peaks.
Okay.
So you know my musical journey has not been up. It's up, down, up, down, up, down, up,
Really?
down, up, down, up. So my musical journey, like everything I do, it's not consistently just upsurge.
Right.
It goes up and it comes down. You know, so I think that my first peak will be at Chiame with Masanaba on our second album.
Right.
When we're selling copies and playing shows all around the world with Ochami Kofi and we were taking the awards, and then it dipped. Our Mesanaba, I don't know how many records that we sold. But we could have sold maybe 500,000 or more.
Okay.
CDs, cassettes, maybe 1 million. I don't remember. But the next album didn't sell 5,000 copies. So
Okay.
it came down.
Yes.
The album after
Yes.
that one. And then we came back as Achami again when we returned from the US. We
Yes.
did Edru Anajua Menkomeda. And then it came up a bit. It wasn't at the same level as Masanaba.
Yeah.
Then I went solo, and then Tintinto just took me up. And then I started featuring on all the songs. I featured on everybody, for Furiam Ponsan, Lumba, Samini, everybody. I featured on everybody. I think that was a very, very high peak. And to crown that was the Warsaw era. This is in 2008, 2009.
Crunch.
Yes. And then after crunk music, when hip hop music was doing this thing in Ghana. After that, the next time that I will get another upsurge will be Faithful with my song Faithful. And then it dipped again. And then we did Wara and all those songs, which was another phase of my musical career. It wasn't as vibrant and as popular, but it was a time when I was expressing myself well as a musician, as someone who had studied music at the university level, and I had found a nice place to sleep, so I could make music devoid of trends and styles. I wanted to make music. Then I made the Mr. Versatile album, which culminated into the Versatile Show, which now I was expressing myself properly as an artist. So this is 2014 coming up, and then the next time after 2014 will be 5-6 years ago, the Made in Ghana project that I did. So I would say that my career is not one that keeps going up. No, my career goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it comes down, it comes down, then it goes up. Because I am not fixated on being popular, or I'm not fixated on wearing that white hat. I'm interested in expressing myself in diverse ways, in painting, in art, in sculpture, in learning. I am interested in embodying myself more as an impressionist instead of a rapper or a musician. So sometimes I'm busy doing something else. Sometimes I'm busy focusing on writing a book. So for 2 years, I was writing 2 books, and I was fixated on it. So at that time, if you are paying attention to my career, you think my career is that, no, I'm starting something else.
Have you ever thought of leaving music behind? Quitting?
Yes, I have. So this is the year, this is in 2008. When I went back to tech in 2006. And then at that time,
is 3FM.
I remember I restarted my career in 2004.
Right.
After Achami came back. And it wasn't working. So I wasn't getting the amount of money I wanted, this, that, and the other. And so in 2008, third year university, I told my wife that when I finish my first degree and this thing, that I'll go and study law and become a lawyer. Then my wife said, no, if you are going to become a lawyer, then we have to stop. At that time, we were just dating. I said, why? She said, oh, because I've just graduated from law school. I don't want to marry a lawyer. I want to marry a musician. So and fortunately, we are not married. So if you are going to change from being a musician there, then it means I am wrong. So then we will have to stop right here. I remember we were studying at CCB.
Wow.
And I'm thinking, what a materialistic girl. But I got pissed but when I went to sit down and think about it, I realized that no, this is not a materialist. This is a person that knows exactly what she wants. And she is not a musician. And she's so happy for me as a musician that she wants me to be a musician no matter what. Then let me go and forth. It was based on that I wrote Warsaw. And then I blew up again and my life changed. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So
interesting.
Yes, it has crossed my mind. Difficult time. But after that time, no. There's no way I am going to quit music. I'm going to do with music everything that Jah put me here to do with it.
Interesting.
Yes.
Ochami Kwame in the house.
This is 3FM.
And of course, we are having a very beautiful conversation. Now, I am going to leave the music aside for the time being. One more question, though. So, where do you find yourself now? I mean, music going up and then it comes down, goes up, comes down. Where are you now?
So, currently, I'm working on a reggae album.
No, where are you? Are you up? Are you down? Or are you in the middle?
Currently, okay, so I'm going to India to perform this weekend.
Wow.
And then after that, I'll be in the US on the 7th.
Wow.
For I think I'm in Illinois or something. And so let me say I'm in the middle. I get by. Someone just called my management that he wanted me to perform on the 7th here in Ghana.
Interesting.
And I'm not even here. I get booked. How many weeks do we have in the year? 54. I can say that half of that I am booked on all weekends.
Oh, wow.
And I get to select which one I want, which one I. So at this point, I think my career has niched. I found my
niche market,
audience.
your
Yes,
audience.
I found my audience that I'm working with. All my shows are sold out. I have a show coming up on the 18th of April at Plus 233. After that, I do a Kumasi. The month after, I do a Takrade and a Tamale. All of them will be sold out. You know.
Interesting.
So, exactly. So I think I am at a good place. I'm not up. I'm not down. I'm at a place where I'll be able to chop off my repertoire, maybe for the rest of my life.
How much are you being paid in India to play?
Hey, you know,
This
I
is
can't say that the tax
3FM.
people will come for me.
The tax, okay. All right. So the tax people are listening to us and they might be coming anytime soon. Yeah. Oh, Chiami Kwame, One Mic Entertainment. Oh my God. It's my brother right here and we are having a very beautiful conversation. Now, you collaborated with Daddy Lumba.
Yes.
You stayed in Daddy Lumba's house for at least a week. True?
Oh no, I didn't stay. I used to go to his house a lot, but I never lived in his house.
Oh, so when you were collaborating, you never lived in the house?
No.
Not even for a day?
No. He requested that, you are in Accra. Why don't you just come and be with us, here? But I never took the opportunity. But I would go to his house. We spend time from morning till evening, from Taifa days until when he came to East Legon. Yes, he's my very, very, very good senior brother.
Were you surprised that there's several controversies that, surrounded his demise, knowing who he was?
Not quite, because I think I sort of know him proper because we both come from the same village. We are both from Insuta. I've known him for many years, and he gave me the opportunity to come next to him, come close to him. We had conversations. We've had conversations about the nature of relationships and this one, and the controversies that surround his name after his death is predominantly about polygamy.
Yes.
And I knew he was polygamous.
Okay.
So it didn't shock me. What shocks me rather is that he didn't leave a will. That one shocks me. If it is true that he didn't leave a will, that one shocks me. Unless he probably puts his finances and his properties in. He created a board and asked them to take care of it for posterity, or I don't know. I don't know why he would die and not leave a will. That I don't understand. Yes, that one shocks me.
What kind of a person was he? Was he kind-hearted? Was he wicked? Was he irresponsible? What kind of person was he?
I remember when we did Sake Yes, and he when I lived in America, he would come to America and say, Kwame, when you come home, let's do a song. So I came home, I called him, and he said, I'm at a Patriot. We did a song. We didn't talk about money. But the day he asked me to come to his house, when he heard the song, and when I went to the house, I think it was like 11 a.m., the amount of money that he gave me, he didn't count it. He opened a Ghana Must Go bag, and I want to believe that it was just money. He took one bundle and gave it to me.
Wow.
So for that work that I did with him, he paid me. And afterwards, every time that he requested that I come and perform with him, including last year, December, at the Ghana Bar Conference in Kumasi, he paid me. So I think that he's a kind person. When my career had gone down, and I was trying to uplift it, in 2006, it was that Daddy Lumba song that gave me the voice that I'm using today. Because he has a big market, his fans are loyal to him, and if they find out that he likes you, then they like you. So a lot of my fans now are Daddy Lumba fans because of that particular song. So for me, all that Daddy Lumba did for me was create a good opportunity for me to shine again.
Did you ever negotiate anything with him in terms of the performances you talked about? Or you just went to perform and after which he decided how much to give you?
Yes, so he would say, "Oh, Chame, I'm going to do this show here. Come and let's go." I remember last year we were planning a tour. We were planning a European tour. I would not even talk to him about money because every time that he had called me to come and support him, he had paid me.
Wow.
You know, so yes, so I will not negotiate it. I remember the last one. He said, "Oh, Chame, I'm not very fit, so I'm going to perform at the bar. And as you are also coming, please hold the fort for me." So he performed about 5 songs, and then he left the night for me. I have it on camera.
Wow.
And he actually opened up. So usually when a younger artist and a legend is performing, the younger artist will open for the legend.
That's
but that
true.
day he opened for me because he was sick. You know,
Okay.
so he just did something small and told them that I'm continuing the performance for him, and he left me for 2 hours. I was with the lawyers and we did some. This is not even a year ago.
Did you know that he was sick, and did you know that he was going to go anytime soon?
Oh, I knew he was sick because we spoke about his sickness. I remember he used to, whenever you stand with him for a while, he would sit down. And then when he sits, he stands because I think he had metals in his spine.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so he used to be very jokingly envious of my strength. He used to hit me in the back and say, every time, you know. So he was, we knew he was sick, but I knew that it was worse because he tells me that there was a point that he was in a wheelchair.
Wow.
Yes, so, but during that time, he didn't pick my calls. And I never saw him. But it was when he started walking again and performing again, that's when he called me, and I would say, but I knew he was sick. We spoke about some of his sickness that I dare not speak on here.
Oh, but he was able to open up to you and tell you what he was suffering from?
Yes. Yes.
And you knew that anytime soon he could go?
That one I didn't know. That's because I think I had seen him about 2 months prior to that, or a month prior to that. I had gone to his house because he needed someone. He wanted to feature some ladies on his album, and I'd given him a dinner. So I was organizing a dinner, and then he had this beautiful Mac studio, like about $100,000 worth of a Mac.
Wow.
A Mac studio, yes. Like
Wow.
beautiful studio in his house at East Legon.
Interesting.
And so I would take Zap. He wanted Zap to come and record him. And then at a point when Zap is busy, then I would take Abuchi, my sound engineer. You know,
Okay.
so I was assisting him with things like that. He wanted to do a whole album with Kwame Eugene that we're working on. And he also, I was pushing him to do a song with Kim Paluta. I even have our conversation on my phone. I'm holding it dear. I was pushing him to do a song with Kim Paluta, but I think maybe because of his health, he wasn't up for it. Yes.
Well, Daddy Lumba is gone, and the controversies are still here.
This is 3.
My God have mercy. And we're having a very interesting conversation right here. Which one would you say has been your biggest song?
Hey, I think it's Faithful.
Faithful.
Yes. I think for Machame it's Masanaba. But for Machame Kwame, I think it's Faithful.
Faithful.
Yes, when I perform it, the response I get is bigger. I get a much bigger crowd response from Faithful than I get from all my songs.
Interesting.
Yes, all
Faithful.
of them. Yes,
Give me an acapella of Faithful.
Faithful. Kapuchia se me kosun dream London. Kumi fies na ma first wako share Croydon. 4 years na me ye me do free wedding. Boys rashing do na me bedding. Ya tete ne wo fieti nya do be me sada. Wacheche ne run open you nya do be paba. We see form ne when hwam wa hwe ne Prada. Em Beyonce ne se nyo dia ne ti hu ne se gaga. Wa hwana na konye ne kala kama na hana kama fanye no basa master never pe wo dala mane hala ne kasati umpa baso nya doctor da. Tagwa chwana mbegu $100 bills. So masafa from Povomano not very none. So on you pop catch em command and so chimi who futu morning tin on pen now for na you may be a ye psychologist. She me sikasu ye economist. When you me frame rheumatologist apart from Neja so be who and any gynecologist. Me dini be ye de chani melodies. Ne mami say hey na me chan apologies. Send ya mini do na ma fini medema be feri junam ne na be this yes I'm holidays. She is busy waiting for somebody.
This is 3FM.
She's not easy, won't give in to anybody. She's patiently waiting for her honey. She don't want your money. Our hearts are in harmony. Let's go say oh.
This is 3FM. This is 3FM. This is 3FM.
Oh my God, have mercy. And this one features yeah, right?
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, man, I mean, and it comes with a very beautiful video clip as well. At the end of it all, I realized that you were trying to fall down, you know.
This is 3FM.
Oh, Chiami Kwame in the house. Now let us go through some of your, philosophies. I mean, you are vegan right now, right?
Completely. You led the way, but
when did you decide that it was time for you to stop eating some things and start eating more of some other things?
So when we're recording the Mr. Versatile album, there's a verse on it where I say "Michi beef, me a vegetarian, humanitarian, egalitarian," and this is in 2011. So around 2010 or before, when did Ghana go and play in the Black Stars match, where in the World Cup in South Africa? That the one that the infamous Asamoah missed.
Yeah. Okay, the one is okay.
Yes,
okay,
so
I remember that time.
Samini and I had gone to South Africa to go and watch the match, and I remember telling Samini that I want to be vegan.
Wow.
So that was the time where the first time I voiced out that I'm going to stop eating animals was because I knew Samini was a vegetarian, but I think he ate eggs. So when I told him, then he told me that then we have to research it and understand what it is that you are doing. Otherwise, you become malnourished, because you cannot just take meat out of your diet and say you become malnourished. So that was the time that I decided that I was going to put myself on the journey.
Right.
And so about when I turned 40, that's 10 years ago, I decided to stop eating red meat, that, because I was suffering BP and high LDL, elevated LDL cholesterol and makumayemiya and things. I couldn't sleep.
Right.
So I got off red meat and everything except eggs and fish.
Right.
But 5 years ago, I said that these things, I started feeling, the more I took the red meat out, the more I started feeling the animals, the more I could hear them, the more I saw them as beings, the more I felt their pain. And I started seeing factory farming and the whole thing. 5 years ago, 1st January, I said I'm not doing this again for the animals.
Interesting.
Yes.
Why did you in the first place decide to go vegan?
I went vegan because I realized that the animals have 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, heart, lungs, feelings, nervous system. They are just like us. And we are also just like apes, or we are apes. And how many of the apes, be it orangutan or bonobos, or how many of them will catch an animal to eat it? They barely do that unless maybe they are too hungry. So I realized that I came from that family, and then the food that all my cousins eat in the wild are berries and fruits and herbs. So let me eat like my kind, because I'm not a lion.
Yes.
You know, and I do not have the digestive system to eat raw meat, because every animal that eats meat eats it raw. But human beings are the only animals that eat meat, and because it's not our food, we need to cook it and spice it and put salt on it. You know, so when I came to that knowledge, I stopped that the next day. The next day, I stopped.
Has it affected you sexually and all that?
Yes, it has. It has made me more sexual.
This is 3FM.
Now my wife is begging for mercy.
Interesting. Wife is begging for mercy.
Now, and you know that my testosterone levels are high. I have gained more weight. This is the biggest I've been in my life. So the biggest I used to weigh 10 years or 15 years ago was 65 kg. Now I weigh 68. I've gained more weight. I've developed more muscle. I think clearer. My dyslexia has come down. My children say I'm kinder. My wife is enjoying more of me, because if I can even feel for animals, how would I feel about my own family?
Interesting.
So it has affected my health. It's giving me a buoyancy. My life is, I don't know how to explain. It's like you see Christ first and you want to tell everyone, but they don't see Christ the same way you see him. Therefore, they don't get
is
it.
3FM.
You get it. So, I mean, to be honest, unless a doctor, unless I'm dying, and doctor says maybe eat eggs or something, there's no way I'm going to ever put meat in my mouth again. Never.
How do you manage that at home, especially that you are the only vegan at home?
So my wife is gentle. She cooks. So at home, we don't cook any meat. At home, zero. So my children get to eat, or my daughter eats meat. My son doesn't. So my daughter gets to eat fried rice when outside or when they go out to eat. But at home, we don't cook any meat. Plus, my meat substitutes, which are seitan, tofu, tempeh, and even sometimes my own protein shake that I make using chia seeds, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, using that to make my own vegan protein. It is so delicious and so easy to cook that my wife is happy to cook for all of us. But when she wants to eat her chichinga, I don't mind. She can go and eat it anywhere. But at home, they just cook vegan food. And sometimes eggs for them.
What point do you want to reach in life?
To be honest, Rasta, where I have reached, if I die tomorrow, I'll go with a big smile on my face.
Wow.
I don't think there's anything that a human being is supposed to get on earth that I don't have. Peace of mind, intelligent children, loving wife. My mother is 75. She's still alive and healthy. Talented siblings. I have lots of fans and lots of people who love me, and a very creative mind. I have 3 master's degrees. I am pursuing a PhD. I get the opportunity to teach at Legon. I teach in a voicing class with Dr. Adakwe. I teach rap. I am a fulfilled human being. I don't know if it sounds arrogant, but when you are leading your life, it gets to a point where when you saw the I am at that spot.
What does your bank account look like?
I don't know how much is in my bank account, but I know about my son's next school fees.
Is that important though?
Not quite, because I work really hard. I think I make more money than I spend. You know, I make more money than I spend. I don't spend on cars or, you know, I spend maybe once in a year, my whole family will go on one trip, which is usually sponsored because I'm in the travel and tour business already. My son's school fees is quite big because he goes to Ashesi, you know, and I think I'll be able to pay all the 6 years without breaking a sweat. And I am not fixated. I am more fixated about my state of being, my circle of empathy, and my peace of mind. And that's one I don't need money for it.
Interesting. You have houses as well, right?
A few.
A few. Interesting. Both in Kumasi and in Accra.
Yes, please.
If there was a chance for you to choose, if an angel was standing in front of you to ask you, you and your wife, one must go today, who would you choose?
Oh, I would die.
You will go and leave your wife?
Yeah, because I'm 7 years older than her. And so she has 7 more years to turn 50. And plus, I think for my children, they will benefit more when my wife is alive than if I am alive. I don't know what I'll do with my daughter, because menstruation, anxiety, I don't know which conversations I'll have with her. You know, my son is old now. My son is at the university, but my daughter is still young. She's 14. She will need her mother more than I would need those boobs. So I would happily
This is
leave for the
3FM.
sake of my children. Yes.
For the sake of the children.
Yes.
Wow, that's very selfless. Now you have an album coming out
Yes.
anytime soon, right?
Yes.
What is it all about? Tell me.
So the
same rap, same energy, same fire.
So same fire, but a bit more philosophical. So yes, I call the album Gentle Rebel, and I'm sort of, I don't want to say tired. I've done the rap for such a long time. I want to try new things, and I want to give Kumasi Reggae a chance in my heart, because that's the type of music that I grew up on. So I was a dancehall artist when I started. Lord Kenya is my witness. You know, or Apreku, this guy, I think he does the morning show on Kasapa, or one of these morning. He used to be my rap partner. We used to dance and do raga.
Wow.
Yes, at Cass. So I grew up on reggae, and reggae has been knocking. That I give it a chance.
Wow.
You know, so on this album, I've sent one of the songs to you that you can play.
Wow.
You know, so I want to give reggae a chance. And the album is called Gentle Rebel, and it talks about false prophets. It talks about politicians.
Yeah.
It talks about Gaza.
Yeah.
It talks about wars. Being that when two old people who know each other disagree with themselves, they send young people who do not know each other to go and die for their disagreements.
Interesting.
You know, so I have one of the songs on it with Raskuku called Simple Things,
Wow.
which is really exciting. You know, so the next album is reggae.
It's reggae.
Yes, reggae.
And when is it coming out?
I don't quite know, because I'm traveling. I wanted to release it in March, because you know the whole Ghana thing and reggae, you know, it's very Pan-African. But I'm not in Ghana, so I'm going to think of it with the team, and then we choose a date. But the album is done. The album is done.
This wouldn't be the first time you are doing reggae, true?
Yes, completely. Yeah, not at all. But for a body of work, 10 reggae songs, this is the first time. But for a single, no.
And you were into dancehall.
Yes.
Who was your favorite dancehall artist?
I think it will be between Supercat.
Supercat, Don Dada.
Yes, Supercat and Ninja Man.
Ninja Man.
Or maybe Shabba Ranks, I don't know. Shabba was popular.
Yes.
But even before Shabba blew up, I was already listening to, I go back, I Roy, you Roy.
I Roy,
yes.
Roy.
But for my dancehall guy, it will be Supercat.
Supercat.
Yes.
Wow. Of course, he's very talented, very strong. And well, I mean, these days he's falling back on very bad days, but we are hoping that you'll be able to come back stronger. My God, I say anytime we meet, it is always fire.
Yes.
And already time is running out.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, have mercy. Well, if there's any other thing you want to share with us, please go ahead and fly that.
Oh, so I just want to say thank you, my brother. So my first album came out in 1997 with Chami Kofi. So 2007 will be 30 years since I have been performing and getting the opportunity to do this. But it is usually possible because the fans let me. So I want to use this opportunity to thank my fans. Yes, I also want to thank our ancestors for not aborting us.
That's right.
For fighting the Europeans when they came to steal us and kept us here and kept the heritage for us. I also want to thank God. Yes, I want to thank everybody who's sent a message on my Facebook, followed me on Instagram. It's because of you guys I can pay my school fees. So keep following me. For everyone who gave me an advice, who wrote a comment on my page, to you, Rasta, you have supported my music from day one.
In fact, my favorite rapper.
Yes, thank you.
My favorite rapper.
Thank you. So I just want to say thank you. I mean, I'm just really honored to still be here and still get the opportunity to do this at all levels.
Oh, Chia, me come in the house. Thank you so much. appreciate you and we love you. It is time to say bye-bye to you. Catch me again on Monday between 12:30 and of course